Hello, my dear friends, here at Wisdom of the Ages. Today I want to talk to you about a subject that may cause some discomfort at first, but which is essential for the harmony and well-being of a couple. It's something many women feel deeply, but rarely have the courage to express. I'm going to share truths and reflections that I've learned over the years, both from studies and real stories, about what they want in intimacy, especially during oral sex, but can't ask for directly. Does it look delicate? Perhaps, but it is precisely in these silences that the noises of relationships are born. And it is precisely in these conversations that the greatest opportunities for reconnection, affection, and pleasure reside. So stay with me until the end, because what we're going to talk about today could change the way you understand and experience intimacy in your relationship. Before we dive into our topic today, can I ask a quick favor? If you like this kind of frank and truthful conversation, click the like button. This helps YouTube show our content to more people who, like you, are looking for candid advice and meaningful life experiences. And if you're not yet part of our community, take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell. Here, each video is made with care to share learnings that only time and experience bring us. Let's go to the story of our friend Marta. She didn't say a word, but he knew. I knew that that touch, that look, that sigh, said more than any direct request. Marta, not her real name, is 67 years old. After a long marriage and a silent separation, she met someone new. And with it, something awakened. The desire to be felt, not just touched. She told me, what enchanted me about him wasn't just his touch, it was his care. It was as if his every gesture said, I'm here, with you, and for you. And that reminded me of something that psychologists have been repeating for years, but few actually apply. The secret is not in what you do, but in as is done. Recent studies show that when a partner pays genuine attention to reactions, to signals, to breathing, the intimate experience completely changes. It's as if the body speaks its own language. And whoever listens, whoever observes with affection, understands everything without anything needing to be said. And that's where the magic lies. It's not about getting straight to the point. It's about creating a path. Explore calmly. Transform a simple touch on the back, abdomen, or thighs into something that awakens expectation, desire, connection. This type of attention that doesn't rush, that doesn't pretend to know but listens with your whole body, is what makes a woman feel truly desired. And more, it makes her want surrender. Don't just accept. Oh, and there's one more detail that many forget. You know what really surprises? The variation. When the partner changes the rhythm, the intensity, the path, it's like dancing without choreography. Unpredictable, alive, full of discoveries. If you've made it this far, you may have already noticed. True intimacy is not just on the skin. It is in the presence. Don't listen to silence. And in the care that transforms each gesture into connection. Have you ever noticed how small gestures remain in your memory? Comment below if you agree with this statement. It's not just the touch itself, but as it happens, a change of pace, a surprise kiss, a caress in an unexpected place. These are the things that make the body wake up and the mind pay attention. Many women don't talk about it, not because they don't want to, but because they often don't know. As asked, they are afraid that any suggestion will sound critical, and they end up keeping quiet, even though they want something more, alive, more unpredictable, more real. In sincere conversations I've had over the years, I've heard a recurring phrase. What marked me was not what he did, but what he realized without me having to say it. This is where the value of small variations. One more break. A touch that changes direction. A kiss slower than expected. It's these details that keep the connection alive, that transform the intimate moment into something memorable. And you know something that often goes unnoticed? The look. Not the fixed and meaningless stare, but that brief meeting of eyes in the middle of delivery, when it seems like time stops, and everything that exists is there, in that instant. This type of connection cannot be taught in words, but it can be awakened with presence, with attention, with a desire to discover. And that's what makes the experience intimate, not just physical, but deeply emotional. You know that kind of connection that doesn't need words? A lady once told me with a twinkle in her eye that the most special moment of intimacy with her husband was precisely when I wasn't in a hurry. Each touch seemed to say, "I'm here, just for you." She didn't need to ask or explain. He simply understood. I understood their silences, read their gestures, respected their times. And that's where the real magic lies. When two people are so connected that everything flows, as if it were natural. But look carefully. It's not always like this from the beginning. Many women, especially as they get older, begin to carry insecurities, changes in the body, marks of motherhood, hormonal changes. All of this can make the mirror weigh more than it should. It is at this point that the emotional support partner makes all the difference. It's not just about nice words, but about sincere attitudes. Those that say, "You are beautiful exactly as you are." A simple compliment, a welcoming look, a gentle touch. These gestures, however small they may seem, are capable of transforming insecurity into confidence and distance into surrender. I met a couple who have been together for more than 3 decades. At first, she felt ashamed she couldn't relax, but over time he learned that patience is a form of love, a kiss on the forehead, and "I'm with you" in the ear. And so, without rushing, it blossomed. Today she says that the intimacy between them is better now than when they were 30 years old. And there is one more detail that almost no one talks about, but that could change everything. Breathe together. Yes, breathe. When the couple allows themselves to be present to the point of synchronizing their breathing, something powerful happens. The body and heart come into harmony. It's not just science. It's presence. It's soul-touching soul. So if there's one thing I want you to take away from this conversation, it's this. True intimacy is not built in a hurry, nor with ready-made formulas. It is born from care, from listening, from details that almost no one sees, but that every woman feels. If you like this reflection, like this video, and subscribe here on Wisdom of the Ages. We still have a lot to explore together. See you next time, with more stories that touch, teach, and connect.